So, I'm sure it was just an accident. But it still just makes me sick. So we lost 7 piglets today. And they looked really good. And obviously there's some emotions of sadness. There's some emotions of helplessness because I feel like I did my due diligence. And there's some emotions of embarrassment because it didn't turn out how it was supposed to. And I think an important lesson to take away from this is that sometimes you can put in your all and do your best, and stuff is still gonna happen. So I'm going to bury the piglets. I'm not super happy with this situation. I'm very sad. So the ground is frozen solid. I'm gonna have to get the tractor out to dig a little hole that's deep enough because I don't feel like I can do it by hand. And our soil's really rocky. I just don't feel right just tossing them somewhere for the wild animals to eat them. So I'm gonna get the tractor out really quick and I'm just gonna dig a little hole and bury them. It's just not what I expected to do today. So, and the kids are watching Wally in the house. Well, that wasn't very much fun, but it's done. And I buried them deep enough that the dogs and stuff can't get to them and wild animals. I guess onward to tomorrow. I read a lot of blogs. I've read a lot of articles by people who have cared for this breed of pig for a long time. And in the research that I did, I felt like the majority of people recommended with the American guinea hogs to let them do what they do. They know how to be mamas. They know how to have babies. They know how to take care of them. I felt in my heart that I was educated and that I was doing the right thing. I gave them shelter. I gave them lots of bedding. I let them breed when they came into heat so that they didn't miss a heat cycle and their reproductive system just got going. So they would be good breeders for us for many years. And despite all of that, we still had a hard go at it. And I'm thinking to myself all the things that most of you would probably think of. Oh, I should have done this, I should have done that, or I could have done this, I could have done that. But the reality is that even if I did do those other things, she may still have had the instinct to just have them out in the cold. So just shy of locking her up in a warm room somewhere, I feel like I did really good by them, and I just have to move forward and learn from this. So for those of you out there with animals who have a bad day, we all have bad days. The breeder I got these from, I asked a lot of questions, a lot of questions. And even after I got the pigs, I would text and ask questions because he's had years and years of experience with these animals. You know, he wasn't promising me that every single piglet that ever dropped was going to survive. Nobody can promise that. But he was telling me he doesn't separate his boars. If they had teats with milk in them, they'd be better mamas than the mamas. They're always teaching the babies things and making sure they're cleaned up and stuff like that. And I kind of saw a glimpse of that with Jimmy today. But whatever the reason may be, it happened. And we'll learn from this and move on. We'll look forward to the next batch of piglets. I'm going to do everything I can. I'm going to be extra diligent. If I have to go check on them 3 times, I'll go check on them 3 times. My plan going forward is to get Minnie, the other female that's pregnant right now, who is also starting to bag up and look swollen on her backside, like Ginger did. I'm probably just going to separate her from the other pigs, even though I know that they were all trying to keep those babies warm. So I feel like they are a herd and a family, and it might be a little bit hard on the mama to separate them because they have been together since they were little. But I feel like for us to have a chance in this cold weather and to make sure that these babies are born in a shelter, I'm going to have to separate her. And that way I can spoil her a little bit before she gives birth and make sure she's getting a little bit more food, a little bit more minerals, a little bit more kelp. And that's the only thing I think I could do different this next go round to try to make sure that these babies survive. So I'll keep Jimmy Dean and Ginger, who just had the piglets, and Miss Piggy together. And I feel it's best that I section off part of the barn in the back warm part of it and prepare for piglets for Minnie Mouse.